This is the three sections of the Missouri River and how to properly fish each section. And this is my audience. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I have lived on the Missouri River for over a decade and have spent countless hours on or near the river, canoeing, boating, and most importantly, fishing. Before the 1800s, the Missouri River was untamed and free-flowing. Now, Keith Dury says only 1% of the river's entire length remains truly uncontrolled by humans. Clifton Stone also states that the Missouri River, prior to its modification by man, was known for its shifting channels, high turbidity, and periodic floods. This river, commonly referred to as the Big Muddy, served as a travelway and a thread of life for people and wildlife alike. The Missouri River is divided into three unique sections: the channelized section, the wild section, and the section impounded by dams. The first section, the channelized section, is below Sioux City, Iowa, where I live. In this section, there are lots of boat traffic, recreational, and commercial barge traffic. The river was originally channelized for barge traffic to have the large boats transport raw goods and other materials down the riverway. So in order to properly fish this section, you should use a smaller pole in the areas of the river where the bank forms a U shape, and the water will be more calm there and easier to fish. This section you can catch walleye and channel catfish. In order to catch channel catfish, use chum and liver to fish and use a large pole. To catch walleye and all other species of fish, you would use either a live bait or colorful spinner baits. The next section, the wild section, is north of the first major dam and south of the channelized section. It is free-flowing, protected by law, and untamed. Kathy Weiser states that these habitat types, the wild section, formed a complex that provided feeding, resting, and breeding areas for nearly 160 species of wildlife and over 150 species of fish at one time. To fish this section, you use a smaller pole with more sensitivity and a faster rod tip speed. This will help you succeed in fishing in the wild section. You would use deep diving crankbaits and colorful spinner baits to catch a multitude of different species of fish. Fish in areas where the current is blocked by debris, trees, rocks, and other objects. The last section, the dam section, is starts in Montana, goes through North Dakota, and through South Dakota to Sioux City. There are 6 major dams. The first two, one in North Dakota, the Fort Peck Dam, and one in Montana, the Cannon Ferry Dam. And then there is the ones going through South Dakota. There's 4 major dams that control the river throughout South Dakota. The Oahe Dam, which houses Lake Oahe, the Big Bend Dam houses Lake Sharpie, the Fort Randall Dam, which houses Lake Francis, and the Case Gavins Point Dam in Yankton, which houses the Lewis and Clark Lake. The Committee on Missouri River Ecosystem Science said species like walleye, white bass, and smallmouth bass, which do well in the clearer lake habitat, have flourished in the present reservoir environment. To fish the dam section of the river, you want to use a larger, more sturdy pole and fish right next to the dams in the lakes created by the dams. To use a larger pole to fish for water or freshwater sturgeon and paddlefish, you use a large treble hook to snag the fish as they lurk across the bottom of the river. To fish for all other types of fish, you use live bait such as worms and colorful red devil spoon lures, that's one type of spoon lure, and fish for those in the lakes. The Missouri River is divided into 3 unique sections: the channelized section, the wild section, and the section impounded by dams. Before going on a trip to the river, do your research on how to fish each certain body of water. You can use local fishermen, the internet, or local bait shop as sources of information. No matter where you are in the Missouri River, you can now use these tips to have a successful fishing trip. Thank you.